Asked. The younger children call me Mr. Lumpy.
Children call you Mr. Lumpy.
It's a fine enough name. It's what the older ones call me.
What would you be? What would you be? That you be called?
My name is Amadeus.
Amadeus. A much better name for an adult.
I've not heard it in some time.
Hmm. Do you have a problem with fairies?
I no, I suppose not. Never really. Well, I guess fairies are fairly common, aren't they? Yeah,
They're
there's a
they're,
story can
they're,
run the
they're
story. Yeah.
around. Yeah, they capitulated and then they thrive.
No, no, no.
Good. Come on in.
Thank you. And again, I apologize for skulking about.
You try anything, and we will tear you limb from limb.
Understood. As he gets closer, you notice he's got a lot of rope on him.
It's with the rope.
Oh, it's for my work. There's a I get sort of there's a bounty hunter I work for. I collect debtors for him. I'm very good at taking them in. Debtors who are hurt can't pay, so use the rope to tie them up.
You're a bounty hunter.
Well, I work for one. He mostly just sends me where I'm supposed to go.
Hmm. Agony's like looking for senses of like signs of there's half a dozen people in here that could be that could have a bounty at this point.
Yeah, unless you have a debt. I have no bounties right now. If that's what,
Agony looks suddenly reluctant to let him in. You understand that people who live in abandoned buildings might not like bounty hunters.
I understand that people who live in abandoned buildings need to look out for others who live in abandoned buildings. Because no one else will.
We'll see. And he steps off to the side. He's now decided that he's going to get Dee Dee to interrogate him.
Okay. He goes by a little cautiously because you're
Yeah.
a little more aggressive, standoffish.
Yep.
And can you show me where the furnace is? The night's cold.
Agony will bring him into the stairwell area.
Okay.
Wait here. He'll take out one of his torches and kind of like snort on it. He does have spark, but effectively he kind of goes, hands him a
Okay.
torch.
Yeah.
Warm yourself with this for a moment.
Thank you.
Agony will go fetch and find out Dee Dee's not home.
Fuck.
Shit. Cog is the next is the next reasonable person. Cog, we have a visitor. I found him skulking around. I was lucky to have seen him. He's some sort of deformed man. He's looking for a warm place. He also said that he was hired out by some bounty hunter.
Well, did he say who?
No. I thought it would be better if we gathered some information to make sure that he's not working for a bounty hunter that's out for one of us.
And yet you let him anyway. That is very kind of you.
Again, to learn information. I thought at first he was simply a broken man.
He could be both.
Dee Dee's not around, is she?
I have not seen her.
What about Dugganschmirf?
I haven't seen him either. I think they're out doing whatever it is fairies do.
I can hear Slake is hard at work. You can hear some swearing in Dwarven as he's like pounding a plate wrong. The shoulder plate's supposed to be concave and not convex. Clang, clang. I don't think Slake is the type to give people warm welcomes.
No, I think that would end badly for... Well, if he wasn't a broken man, he certainly would be.
Here. I don't want him to see your full form. And Slake will take a tarp and put it over top of the cone head of, or the dish head of Cog, and then just sort of like rip open two little eye slots. It's like a spooky, it's like somebody wearing a lampshade with a sheet on top of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do I look?
Ridiculous.
Well,
But concealed.
it'll do then.
It's kind of like, yes, it's a disguise. Hide what I look like.
It's a disguise that is very obviously a disguise.
Right. What do you look like? A 5-year-old's ghost costume. Spooky Cog needs a token. It's gonna be like person in rice hat with a sheet over top of them. It's gonna be weird. Yeah. He's down there.
Are you coming?
Mm-hmm. What did you say his name was?
Amadeus is what he said his name was.
Amadeus.
Yes.
This is Matthias. He
Hello.
He does not use the nickname.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Matthias.
Matthias, like you, also has other names that people call him, but his real name is Matthias. This is Amadeus.
I'll let you take over for Cog right now.
Okay.
Amadeus extends a hand to shake. It's a big, meaty ham fist.
Skitters forward and gives a quick shake. Kind of through the sheet.
Okay. He kind of looks at his hand and puts it away.
Yep. What do you want?
He looks at Agony. I was just hoping for a warm place to sleep. I've been seeing the smoke from the stacks, so I knew one of the furnaces was probably on. And I thought today would be the day I'd work up the courage to come see if I would...
Where were you staying before?
Wherever I could get away with sleeping. On the streets, mostly. Warehouses with 4 doors.
And this mercenary, does he have a name? This bounty hunter?
Oh, yes. He's licensed. He's, just give me a second. His name... Finian Rumsby.
Agony doesn't, know anything about anything.
I don't think either of them... It'd be a knowledge local thing.
We're going to wait until some of our friends return before introducing you to others.
That is fine. If there's something I could do to make myself useful.
For tonight, we will call it guest friendship. We will keep you warm and feed you for one night.
That's more kindness than I've known in quite some time. Thank you. He bows his head.
Okay. He will bring him. I don't know. We'll settle him in right here,
Sure.
and then we'll leave to go get some food and stuff. And basically, Agony is turning to Cog. What do you make of him? Those weird ropes. His bow.
The bow actually reminds me. I mean, he's got that weird hunch in his back, but if I didn't know any better, he was bowing at the hips, which is something that, well, I was taught. He might know how to fight,
With his
Or-
bare hands.
or he's just a. Well, have you seen the size of his hands?
No, I haven't. Agony's like, you didn't notice that?
He's got big hands. That's all I'm saying. But maybe he's just from some religious order. Can't be easy being like that, though. I wouldn't think.
He's not the first place to come visiting this place. We are guests ourselves, in a manner of speaking.
Well, you were here first, I guess.
I
So
did-
if you ask Dugganschmirf, he's the landlord.
I did scare away some scraps before, and I've turned away a few others. This one, I don't know. I think he's suffered like a lot of us have.
It's hard to believe he didn't.
Humans tend not to like things that are not symmetrical.
Well, that he certainly isn't.
And he didn't. He's not carrying any weapons, is he?
No, he's not carrying just the rope. Oh no, sorry, I take that back. No, he's not carrying any weapons.
Okay. He's not armed, unless, of course, he can fight with his hands, because they are.
Man that size, if he's just not just portly, he could do a lot of damage, whether he knows how to fight or not.
He does know a bounty hunter, a licensed one. If this bounty hunter is not after us, perhaps it could be an avenue for work.
That could work.
I've heard Dee Dee and Dugganschmirf talk about some of the things that they want to buy, and the amulet that you mention anytime we talk about anything magical is worth 100 times what we have.
This is true. You think maybe collecting bounties?
I think we might be able to hone our skills by hunting down some trash.
I would be okay with that. Cleaning up our neighborhood?
That, of course,
Maybe.
we have other things to look into. I don't think we'll be able to keep Slake off the leash of going to this black market. Good thing that it likely moves around and it is not a fixed place. Besides, Slake is still not used to his form. You saw him slipping in the grass.
Mm-hmm.
Wet grass. We'll need to be much better prepared and have much more magic on our side if we're going to march into a mithril mine full of dwarves guarded by the Imperium to go ask the way that Slake asks questions. That is going to be a hard nut to crack.
That's definitely something for us to tackle in the distant future.
Yes. I am also worried that my temple will come looking for me.
Well, maybe if you make him an ally, he might be able to give you a warning if they are, at least if they sent bounty hunters.
Let's assume that he's not trying to trick us. If he's trying to trick us, well,
We'll just let Slake have him.
we'll surround him and Slake will give him what he deserves. I'll go fetch some food. With you and Slake not eating, we have some to spare.
Cog puts a hand on Agony's shoulder and just nods at him. Can I take my blanket off, please?
No. I don't want him seeing what you are.
I'll be over here then.
At least when you're around him. If he goes upstairs, he'll take the thing off and put it on a hook near the door. Agony will go and fetch like a bowl of ramen or whatever the fuck they're eating. Bring it downstairs. Bowl of ramen and like a mug of beer. And I guess vegetables mixed in with the ramen because we came from the...
Yes, because we came from the farm.
Yeah, everything got stewed, I guess.
Are these fresh tomatoes?
Stewed.
You never told me your name. Or what you'd like me to call you.
It is Agony. It is...
I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry, it was a poor attempt at humor.
Agony of Coals is my proper name.
It's a pleasure.
He extends a hand.
Agony will look at it.
How big that hand is. That's a big hand.
He's interested now to see what Cog was about. He'll shake his hand and give it a good squeeze, as if like he's just trying to assess a little bit how strong he is.
He's
Agony's got a 20 strength.
He's got a 24.
Okay, Agony stops squeezing when he realizes that there's a vice grip on the other end.
Yeah, he lets it go.
You're strong.
Yeah. My large and grotesque, but large has its advantages.
Are you some sort of giant?
No, I don't know what I am. Cursed, I suppose, is the best description.
Amadeus is a very, how shall we say, imperial name.
My mother was imperial.
Make a sense motive.
Yeah, Agony could be just fucking told anything at this point, because Agony's wisdom is 10, and he's got no ranks in sense motive. He's not used to dealing with human people. Okay. He rolls an 18, though, so...
Alright, let's see. I'll see what
he's more of a, you fuck him over, and then you'll make and then Agony will be like...
You don't think he's lying, but you think he might be leaving something out.
Well, Agony will just sit and watch him eat.
Thank you for the food. I can pay for it if you like. I have some coins.
I said we would give you one night. Some of my friends will be back by then. I'm sure that they'll want to speak to you.
Understandable. If someone was staying in my home, I'd want to speak to them too.
Who's been talking about us?
I'm just locals, people on the street. You're a dragon man, and the others, the loud banging. He like just kind of points back to where the
Yeah.
clang, clang, clang. You can hear that all the way down the block.
Yes. When he's not pounding out pieces of metal for scrap, he's busy. What else do they say?
That you might be dangerous, but that you're freaks.
You make a habit of approaching dangerous freaks.
Like I said, I thought maybe an outsider might take an outsider in. They call me much worse. I'm nothing what they say.
You definitely don't sound like you grew up on the streets.
I didn't come from a home. Was taught to articulate.
You're from where?
I grew up just north of here, the countryside.
Countryside. Imperial name, mother. Are you a nobleman?
Do I look like a nobleman?
I've heard of a kobold born with 2 heads. And occasionally, kobolds are born with 2 tails.
No. Not a nobleman. He's whatever you said struck a nerve.
Yep.
Some,
Okay. Agony pushes. It's like Agony is interested in what makes people. He's like a walking. If there's psychology on this world, then Agony read something equivalent to Nietzsche and thought that was like the best thing since sliced bread. Like that which does not kill make you stronger is basically Agony's like output on things, and it's like horribly nihilistic in other ways as well. So Agony's interested now. Like, okay, this guy's gone through some knocks, but he's probably wiser because of it. He didn't seem to shy away or be fearful that, like, you know, if this is a trick, you're done for, buddy. And like,
how long have you been here for?
A while. I was here before the others, and the others, like a bad fungus on your scales, just doesn't go away.
Try not to get in your way then. For my night, of course.
The Fae come and go as they please. The others are busy.
Yes, that's what I understand. That's what they often do.
These 2 seem to have at least struck a chord. I have never quite understood the Fae until now, although I'm sure I never will quite fully understand them. They shouldn't be underestimated. They are quite adaptable beings.
Must be something. Just be able to flutter away whenever you want.
For the extent of the war that they lost, they sure have the run of the place.
I suppose. Doesn't seem to care one way or another.
Mm-hmm. He's just watching for like any obvious signs, but yeah, Agony probably enjoys the conversation. Let's see, who does he talk to? Cog?
Yeah.
He doesn't talk to Slake very much. He kind of talks at Slake or simply watches him. Dee Dee's probably a little chaotic for Agony. Yeah, he probably spends most of his time with Cog, and then maybe once in a while wandering around with Capra. But Dugganschmirf, he's still not sure about. He doesn't know.
He's a shit. He should be at that.
You don't have to answer, but do you mind if I ask how you ended up here?
I found my home no longer hospitable.
That sounds familiar. Suppose these things happen.
No, they happen for a reason.
It's how you move forward that's what counts. Sometimes half the problem is finding which path to take.
The problem is I do not have all the answers, and that I will have to go back home.
Dragon Man, you'll never get through life if you won't step forward till you have all the answers.
I at least need some important ones answered.
Fair enough. As long as you know who your friends and enemies are. I hope to find myself in the form.
Hope to find yourself where?
In the former, in the friends.
Okay, I thought you said the forum. I'm like, is he...
In the ladder!
What the fuck? Okay. I'll go find a blanket. There aren't any beds here.
I'm used to the floors. But thank you.
I'll instruct the Fae to stay out of your things.
Oh, I don't have much. Just my ropes, really. That's about it.
You have mentioned paying for things 3 times.
Yes,
He reaches over and empties a few silver coins into his hand.
No, he puts up his claws. I would tie that somewhere safe.
Oh. I usually just sleep on it.
Agony's fine. He will. If he runs into Dee Dee and Dugganschmirf, he's going to say we have a tenant. Leave him alone.
Alright, Morit.
He will just sit for a while at the entranceway where the rest of the party is, like where Slake is, where Cog is. He basically doesn't want Amadeus going up to see the golem people. He's afraid that the guy who works for the mercenary
obviously.
will go like, I met 2 golem things. Oh, those guys? There's a big fucking ask out there for them, like a big bounty. Like he'll probably end up just falling asleep on this staircase, waiting for.
And that's exactly what happens. He looks like he's a guy who's been on edge for a while. Like finally, like I can sleep here. Like I can bring my guard down for enough that I can rest.
If we have any other visitors, we just push them into this closet. Get in there! Oh, that's so mean. Okay, so that was the encounter. Now, let's look at the details of that encounter. What did we roll? Scroll away.
Perception?
No. The details of the... It was way the fuck up there.
Yeah.
I think we lost it. Shit, I should have copied and pasted it. No, it's there. CR, adventure hook, yes. Relevant to the plot line, yes. So you spend a DM point to change that, but does this guy end up being an adventure hook?
He will.
Okay. So
If someone else might take over, But if I get to do things the way I want to, he will end up as part of an adventure hook.
Got it.
But
So
for now, he's the thing that lives in the basement.
got it. So normally we would roll the adventure that he would spawn, but if we're not taking the bait, then I guess that's fine.
We're not gonna pull that string yet.
Yeah. Once Dee Dee comes back, Agony will ask Dee Dee to, like, keep an eye on the dude and maybe talk to him and tell Dugganschmirf that he's already paid rent.
That's bullshit.
What did Dugganschmirf learn from his gather info?
With a +2?
No, Dee Dee was trading during that first week.
That's right. He got an 18. Was below the DC.
So he didn't learn much?
He didn't learn anything really new.
Okay. Dee Dee will help in the second week?
I will say, here's what he learned. Undertown and the black market are two separate things.
Okay.
The black market is in Undertown.
Oh, so Undertown is a place.
Is a place.
And we don't know where it is.
And you don't know where it is.
Okay.
I have to take a quick bio break. I'll be right back.
Yep. Yeah, it could be like, hey chat, what's a bounty? Could be a perfectly valid adventure. This Steelrose Mill is filling up with all sorts of freaks. 2 constructs, 2 fae, a dragonborn, 3 fae. Forgot Capra. Now whatever that guy is, some sort of half ogre. Oh, Zagidi. Oh, it's a floofer. So yeah, I think what happened was this was Mark's Ahmed. This is the end of Ahmed's adventure. We're in downtime, and then we actually generate Mark's adventure, and Mark will run. Well, actually, no, Mark doesn't run the game on Saturday, so we'll have to generate the adventure that the stream and I will prepare. I think that's the order. Adam, Ahmed, stream, and then Mark will get it after the stream, and then myself. So the Steelrose Mercs, yeah. We'll have to generate things pretty quickly. We'll probably do that on Discord. When Mark gets back, we'll roll like what the structure of the adventure is. So far, I'm liking the idea of finding a job. Let's do some rolling for, well, Mark is gone, for Slake's full plate armor. So the way it works is this, crafting, shopping. So Slake is trying to make 1,500 gold piece armor. It'll cost him 500 gold pieces, so I'm going to take off 500 from the money that they just got. So there's 400 gone and another 100. So he has the materials for full plate, and then he, in 5 days, if he makes a DC 18 check, he makes a suit of full plate. Slake's not that good at armor smithing. So with his tools, he's at a +8. So he needs to roll a d20. He needs to roll a 10 or higher to make his full plate in that 1 week. Oh, he rolled a nat 1. Oh god, there's all sorts of swearing. There's so much swearing. Let's see how many materials he totally ruined by doing this. So if we look at the...
Does he rage quit?
Oh, he's like all sorts of swearing and pounding. It's funny. It's fucking hilarious. So uncrafting chained. Where is it? Failing a check. The DC was 18. He rolled a 9. If the craft check fails by 10 or more, and you are using craft alchemy or laboratory explodes. Okay, so nothing exploded. Half the raw materials are ruined, and he has to pay half the raw materials to replace the ruined materials in that area. So Slake failed his check. He ruined 250 gold worth of materials. He does have another 250 to replace it, but that's basically all of his money. 240, 250, so he's got 24 gold left, and now he still has the materials for full plate, and he's back to square one again. He could rolling coins to see how many 250 gold pieces worth of components he gives up. Like flipping coins. Yeah, so that was that 1 week. How far into the next downtime before the next adventure is basically what we're rolling, unless you've got anything else planned for tonight, Mark.
I don't.
Okay.
That's it.
All right, so let's roll downtime. 3. The next downtime event is a skill challenge. DC 22 knowledge or profession check.
Okay.
I wonder if that has something to do with this dude.
It certainly could.
Like, who is he?
I'm trying to think of what.
What
knowledge.
is he?
What is he? Yeah, you can. Dee Dee can make a check.
Okay. Yeah, when Dee Dee comes back, she's like, "Oh, who's this guy? What is he?" And she'll make a knowledge nature.
Nope.
22. She makes it right on.
Is her knowledge engineering the same?
She has +8 in all the skills.
Okay. You watch him for a while as he sleeps. You see him sleep. You're like, and there's something wrong with his teeth. He's got his front teeth, but behind his teeth,
Yep.
they're almost like the lamprey eel teeth.
Oh, what the fuck? You guys are using a DM point for Slake's armor, is what I'm seeing. Yeah, we could re-roll the roll if you want. DM point after the fact would give him a +4, which is not enough for him to, like, not spend all of his armor. He'd still fail by 5 exactly. So I think you guys have 1 left for tonight. He will re-roll the roll.
13. Does he lose the material?
Oh, fuck's sakes. He fails by 5 exactly.
Oh, fuck. He's still...
Nope, I'm fine with that. He's just lots of swearing, and he doesn't have his full plate yet, but he does have his the new breastplate from the dwarves. His AC went up by 1. Game of inches.
Yeah.
Dee Dee's, yeah. What is the
roll
Amadeus
a knowledge nature as well.
So that was the knowledge nature.
Okay, so 22, and this
And
will be
then
knowledge engineering.
Knowledge engineering is 10.
Oh. He's a human, but something happened to him. He's not a normal human, that's for sure.
Does he radiate magic?
No.
Okay.
He has no magic whatsoever.
So she eventually tells the party, like, I think he's some sort of, I don't know, you know, sorcerers have powers from their blood. I think something weird mated with humans a long time ago, and he's manifested some of the weirdness. I wouldn't stick your fingers in his mouth. If he tries to bite you, it'll be bad.
Okay. Yeah.
He's got like a lamprey throat.
Actually, let me double check something. No, all extraordinary. Okay. Yeah, no magic.
He's got like a lamprey throat.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Like some sort of mongrel man? A half ogre? Something?
I don't think I need to worry about his bite. I'm a bite-sized morsel for that guy.
Dude, where's Dude?
Just a wee meal, an appetizer.
Lost Dude.
Now you, Dee Dee, that's a meal. Small one, but still.
Oh, thanks, I guess. Yeah. So as long as he's paying rent and he's not a big problem.
Well, I think maybe we ought to take a vote here. Apparently we've got a monster in our midst.
He's, from what I gather, misunderstood.
Alright.
I could creep in his thoughts if we want to see how he's doing. If he's angry.
You know, normally I feel people's privacy is a very important thing, but he might eat me, so yeah, do that.
Okay. The trick is you gotta get him to think about the things that, yeah. So, if we're worried about mercenaries or bounty hunters, and go and make him talk about bounty hunters while I sift through his thoughts.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay.
Unless someone else wants to.
Capra, can you back us up? It'll be Team Faye.
Yeah, Team Faye, because you guys make...
Yeah, okay. Capra, or whatever his voice. I don't know how to distinguish his voice from Dee Dee. Yeah, it's okay. I'd have to listen a little closer.
Adam's in bed somewhere twitching.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, so Dee Dee's gonna, like, cast Detect Thoughts while Dugganschmirf's gonna go and talk to Amadeus, and Capra's just there with his bow as backup.
So, Dugganschmirf flies down to him.
Dewdrop's starting the spell, like, it has thoughts. There is one creature
So,
with thoughts.
you're the new tenant. Agony told me to tell you I already paid the rent. Oh, did you now? And how much was that rent? I paid it, that's the important thing. Oh, well, at least you have a job now, don't you? It's good to hear, so you can keep paying the rent.
Dee Dee is stunned if he is 26 or higher int.
No, he is not.
Or at least 10 higher than her own, which is...
No, it's unlikely.
26.
Nope.
Okay, will save. DC... Where are you? DC 17.
17? At a 26?
Yeah, so he's able to keep us out.
Oh, I was wrong. He does have one piece of magic.
It is?
It's something underneath his cloak.
Didn't work.
Ah, just a second. In Sylvan. Try again!
I can't. Until tomorrow.
I'll be back to talk to you tomorrow, big man.
I was gonna put the thing in his shirt.
What's in your shirt? You got something under there. That's magic. Oh. Yes, I have a cloak. It's magical. I just wear it under here so it doesn't get stolen. You're not going to steal it, are you, little Faye? Me? A thief? Oh, it's like you put a dagger right in my heart. Oh,
Dee Dee's
it's
giggling.
bleeding all over. Oh, show me the thing. Show me the thing.
That's alright. Is it radiating abjuration?
Abjuration.
Yeah, okay. That's alright. Boring.
That's alright. You keep it on. I don't need to see your titties. He looks hurt by that comment.
Dewdrop's
Can I
giggling.
get some-
Although she stops
I-
giggling when the guy looks obviously pained by that.
Well, if you're sure it's special to you, you could show it to us, but yeah, we're just making sure it's not dangerous.
No, I was told it would protect me.
Oh, yeah, it's a good idea. We should probably get those.
He just kind of like nods, like, you probably should.
But we're
It's a
broke.
dangerous world.
They're not necessarily broke. They've got enough money to like buy stuff. It's just for the thousands of gold pieces that they have in their minds that they want to spend on shiny magic items.
Yeah,
they're
it-
broke.
+1 to saves is not right there.
Yep.
You know, I've been thinking we should each get a badge or a little pin. It could be of butterflies, because my wings are kind of like butterflies. But anyways, they keep
Well,
us
you-
warm and they would keep us cool.
Oh.
It's
Well,
only
you know,
like 1,000 gold pieces.
How much do you think it is for like a place I can put a lot of stuff, but it doesn't weigh a lot?
Oh, you want a handy haversack? Yeah, I want one of those too.
Yeah.
Bag
'Cause I
holding
can
might be a little too heavy for you.
I can still acquire a lot of stuff. I just don't know where to put it, and I can't carry it all around.
Yeah, until we get one of those, I guess Agony and Cog. Well, not so much Cog, but Slake can carry stuff.
Yes, like
He's been really taking out his anger on that armor.
I'm just glad he's got the armor to take his anger out on.
Yeah, it's a constructive anger.
Sort of. I don't know if you've seen what he's coming up with so far.
Yeah.
It's a work in progress.
What'd you find out about the undermarket? The underpants?
Well, I found out the black market and Undertown, they're two different things. The black market is in Undertown, and Undertown is a place.
Oh, it's a place. Okay, well, I'll try to ask. I'll ask around to see if they know where Undertown is. I'm guessing it's underground.
Yeah, I saw my actually. Yeah, it's a good place to start looking, I would say.
No, I'll ask. I'm not gonna go wandering around underground. Sewers are dirty. Confined spaces, there's spider webs. Well, if they're tickly spiders, it'd be okay, but that's alright.
Don't forget the poop. Lots
Yeah,
of poop.
yeah. That guy's boring. He's not doing anything. Don't know why we're all worried. He looks kind of sad.
I'd be sad too if I had a mug like that.
Yeah.
Probably pretty lonely though.
Mm,
Like this lot before we showed up.
yeah, you're right.
Dewdrop's gonna go off and make a piece of artwork with a smiling Amadeus standing beside a smiling Agony, and then like two fairies floating around their head in a happy scene.
I just picture Agony and Amadeus holding hands.
Yeah, they're kind of like two like artsy stick figures. It's like the beginning of comic books or something. Her visual art is plus 14.
I'm not happy with this one.
So she crumples it up and tries again.
There we go. That's got the essence right. It's happy.
Oh yeah, look at them. They're emoting all over the place.
See, I even got you happy. Last time you looked kind of mean. Now
know,
you're happy. See, you're blue and small,
and-
and I'm just an outline, but I'm happy.
You're always happy, Dewdrop.
Yep. Well, try to be.
I'm not saying like it's a bad thing. It's kind of a. Quite frankly, if you weren't here, I don't think I'd stick around. What with Slake being all sad and angry, Agony of Coals is angry.
You get a little pat on your head, but not enough for her to turn to visible. She's like,
I'm glad you stayed with us. It's good. It's good for you to have friends.
Oh, I gotta look after you group, because you clearly needed my leadership.
Yeah, and management. No
Yes,
one wants,
management. Who'd be collecting the rent without me?
yeah, no one wants to do that. Hey, I got you something. Cold? Colder? Warmer?
What is it?
Warmer? Colder? Warmer? There you go.
and the thing gets dropped. It was invisible, but then it slowly turns visible, and he's like standing on it. And she goes running away.
He picks it up. Oh. And 22, I was like, he laughs.
Yay.
Thank you, little friend. Thank you.
Dee Dee.
She signed it at the bottom. There's like 2 D's.
He folds it gently and puts it in the folds of his robe. Like he's keeping.
For future proof of bounties. He's like, there's this scene of him pointing at the dragon man and money being exchanged. Funny. We could be so screwed by that guy, but then again, if the neighborhood knows we're here, this is like, yeah. We're hiding. Until you walk into the neighborhood and everyone just kind of goes, yep, that way. Yeah, they're over there.
The big factory that's abandoned with the smoke coming out the smokestack, that's where they're staying.
It's not like the full thing is going full tilt, but yes, there is a bit of a heat going on as Agony did start one of the furnaces, and Slake is taking advantage of that while he's pounding out his armor. Cool stuff. So yeah, I think the last thing that we need to do is, we need a downtime. We need to figure out how much more downtime happens before we actually trigger an adventure. Come on. Wake up.
There we go.
Cool.
5 more days.
So basically, Slake, there's adventure in the 9th week, which means Slake gets one more roll for his armor. Yes. Slake has made full plate, baby.
Nice. Why they got that roll?
Oh, the AC. The AC! I think he'll keep the masterwork breastplate with the sigil on it that he's kind of scraped off a little bit. He'll just keep that as something he collects. But full plate, I will add. It's not masterwork full plate, but it is full plate. I will adjust his AC offline. The Agony spends time guarding. Dee Dee's trying to gather info about the undermarket, like where it is. Diplomacy, I guess.
Yeah, diplomacy. You're looking for DC 20. Dugganschmirf automatically helps.
Nope.
Oh, fuck.
And
People don't want to talk about Undertown or the black market.
Capra's playing exterminator and like hunting rats and bugs in the building. Dugganschmirf, you said you were stealing.
Yeah, he's gonna do his.
So he
a few
earns
extra coins.
He needs to make over 20, and then he earns half of his check in money. So you
we
earn
made 14 gold pieces.
14 gold. And then Cog was doing some craft, and we can sync with Ahmed offline about the craft, and I'm going to highlight that to remind us. Gather info under market fail. Undertown. Fail. Okay, and now, if somebody would like to do the honors of generating the skeleton of a 3rd level adventure
Stream
for the party, and this we will copy in pasta, and we'll work offline in Discord to define for Saturday. Holy shit!
Holy fuck! Encounter 6 final boss. Holy shit! CR7? The fuck? Oh fuck, we might actually be...
Nice. Okay, so let's start dissecting this. Basically, we're at the end of tonight's game. We do need a name for tonight's game. If you guys have a name, what did we do? We found out about Slake's horrible origins.
So how about back to the beginning?
It's Grimstone, so Grim Sojourn.
Sure.
The abattoir came up once. It was a slaughterhouse, wasn't it?
It was, yes, it was awful.
Slaughterhouse.
Slaughterhouse.
It was the Whistling Slaughterhouse.
The Whistling Slaughters.
Nice. Okay, and then we need to generate an adventure. While we still have Mark here, if you want to take a couple minutes to help the stream. So what is the...
Sure.
So the goal is to spy on a creature. It is time constraint, non-critical. It is world building. The hook is dumb luck, which could be this dude showing up, Amadeus.
Yeah. And world building.
World building is like we explore the world a little bit,
Yeah.
like as in it doesn't have
through this encounter.
It doesn't have a specific, like, we're not trying to like fill in Slake's backstory or one of the characters' backstories or anything like that. Okay, so mercenary bounty hunter wanting to learn information about the boss encounter.
Yeah, sure. Or maybe Agony expressed interest in working for the bounty hunter.
Yeah, like basically
Yeah.
that is a perfect thing. So, sorry, I was not scrolled all the way to bottom. Should we fold some of those encounters together? Yeah, I think some of the
Yeah.
low-level groups could easily be folded together. Like the
Yep.
CR1
Here.
pair of creatures could be folded with the
Here, 3 pair or the CR3 group.
or the CR1 group. That feels like a bunch of like kobolds or something like that.
Yeah.
Trying to suss out a high-profile target. Yeah, it might be like. Well, gather information about a high-level group. The boss encounter is a CR7 group, so there's like a group suggests more than 2 people.
Yep.
It could be find out where these assholes are.
And grab them. Or they're looking for one guy, but that one guy is with this group.
Yeah, there's a bunch of assholes over there. Is the target amongst them? Because we don't want to spend the resources and anger people by knocking over the place. You know,
Right.
like, is that dude there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so trying to suss out a high-profile target, I think. Okay, so we're going to mark some of these things down. So this is the Agony gets a gerb from Amadeus's bounty hunter contact. What was his name?
Double check.
Yeah, it was like
Finian Rumsby.
Rumsby. We don't know anything about Finian Rumsby, but if it's like a job that it pays and it's not like going out to kill, yeah, you want us to spy on something? We got 2 of the best spies that I could ever think of.
Ever seen? Yeah.
Okay. I guess we would know the target, and all these other things are like the assholes that are around it, right? So, because look at encounter 1, pair of creatures. Encounter 3, pair of creatures. Encounter 3, group. A pair of creatures. A pair of creatures. A group. There are no solo bosses in this entire.
In the entire stream.
So what is the is this guy that we're going after like randomly suggested? Like, is there a bounty for this person, but we're warned that like there's a gang around the
I just came up with something.
Okay.
Look under world building.
Okay. Yep.
We can use maybe even these guys. Neighborhood, Steelrose Mill. Old stack rats.
Old stacks. Okay.
Yeah, maybe we're after the leader.
Oh, look at this. Mark was busy at. Look at all the tokens. They're already there. Okay. Who's the leader?
Yeah.
Kinkillian?
Kinkillian Dreamtote.
The Rat King.
Call him the Rat King.
Interesting. So this guy came to us looking for a safe place, but then realizes that the neighborhood's bad and arranges some sort of job where we're hunting down the bad seed in the neighborhood.
Yep, we could do that. Or he hears about that and is like, I know who will take care of that.
So we're really just looking to ascertain if Kinkillian is in a certain spot, or where he is, maybe, because it feels like some of these encounters, like we're gonna have to fight a bunch of rogues to figure out what.
Yeah.
Yep. This. Are these guys the golem haters? No, these guys look like they're a neighborhood gang.
Yeah, they're just a low like the first soldier here is like maybe 14.
Another way of spinning this is we've spent 2 failed rolls looking for the undermarket in the neighborhood.
That's true, and they want to know why we want to find it.
We have to spy on him because we know he's the connection to the undermarket.
Yeah. Yes. And we can save that other stuff for the bounty hunter stuff for later.
The bounty hunter stuff for later.
Because I
Because
kind
we
of
failed to find out. Two Fae went into the neighborhood and basically asked people around the neighborhood, "Hey, do you know where the Undermarket is? Hey, do you know where the Undermarket is?" And we maybe got a name that, yeah, you need to talk to this Kinkillian guy. But anyone who probably goes and asks for the local crime boss is asking for a world of pain, of trouble. And if you gather information's really high, like Dee Dee did, she basically went around door to door canvassing.
yeah.
With a 1, right?
Yeah.
She failed by 10, which I think means there's a chance that people find out
She's asking.
that somebody's been asking. Like she wasn't trying to bluff her way through it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think we moved into the gang turf, and now we're going to find ourselves into a gang war. But we do know that Kinkillian is a
connection.
A connection to the Undermarket, which means that we may not want to kill all of them. But yeah, okay, all right. So I think Black Market lead is for the.
That works, yeah.
Is for the golems, yeah. It is for the golems, but Kinkillian, just because we want to go to the Black Market, but Kinkillian probably has nothing to do with the golems. Like other things are sold at the Black Market.
No.
Okay.
When I put them together, it was just like that's why it's in the world building section. Like here's I'm sure there's a street gang in this neighborhood that runs this neighborhood. Like they're...
Yeah, one of the encounters, Fox. Good point. One of the encounters could be like completely unrelated to the adventure, and it's just like, yeah, Capra opened a door down in the basement, and like something something came out of the sewers. We haven't secured the building yet.
That's where the dire rats come from.
I'm telling you, gangs of Volcanica, gangs of Foundry, right? That's awesome. So I'm gonna write down. We're not gonna do all the planning right here, but I'll write down the ideas that seem to solidify into a thing. Okay.
I do happen to like the token I found for a fence. He's right at the bottom.
Okay.
It's just the eye piece. I'm like, that's awesome for a fence.
We learn that what was the Rat King?
The Rat King.
A local crime boss, gang boss. Gang
leader, yeah. Because I think crime boss should be reserved for like syndicate.
Yeah, we learned that the Rat King, a local gang leader in Old Stacks, might have a connection to the Undertown Black Market. However, Dee Dee was not subtle in gathering information. There might be a gang out to find out about Dee Dee and her gang.
Yeah, and companions.
Yeah, so there's like, yeah, there might be, and I'm just gonna put down gang war ? Cool. And then Fox's idea is random encounter, could be a beastie in the sewers / basement of the steel mill. Yeah, cool. That is surprisingly. I am pleased that the generator kind of like.
The generator's helping us out today.
Yeah, it kind of forces you to be creative about what the hook is, and then it ends up being not something run of the mill, like run of pun intended, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a token hook.
I would not have like, if I was sitting there and like trying to figure out what the hook would be, I would not have, like come up with that. Interesting. The generator is psychic. I think we are definitely looking for patterns that fit, and we're like, well, they've got these story blocks, and they're kind of like puzzle pieces, and we're like, aha. And we all feel clever, like clever monkeys, when we've when we've fit the pieces together in our imaginary.
I found a square peg.
Yeah, exactly. This is cool. I'm having fun with these guys.
Yep.
I'm glad that my players and the stream are forgiving that we haven't jumped directly back into Dread and Circus. I need some mental, like, a mental break before going back to just solo DMing is basically the thing the thing that I'm feeling. Yes, I'm having fun with this. But we will go back to Dread and Circus. Like, I do have in my mind, I know what prep work I need to do, and it's read a module, watch a couple of games, like the last few games, go through my notes, prepare some encounters, and like kind of get things ready. And it's work at this point. Whereas tonight I turn on my computer and we start playing. Yeah,
It's pretty awesome, actually, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good. It's good. So yeah, good place to leave it. We gave the game a name like the Whispering Slaughterhouse.
Slaughterhouse,
like that. Yeah. And thanks for DMing tonight, Mark. That was pretty cool.
No problem. I enjoyed that.
Yep.
I went, so because it went well, it's obviously because I was well prepared, and had it not gone well, it would have been Ahmed's fault.
What an asshole. Right. Been planning the next Ludus phase for months. Lol. Yeah, it's been a while. August last year is the last time that we played. Yep. I think. Or late July.
Thank you everyone for joining us again.
Yeah, it was super fun. Good seeing all of you guys. I'm glad we can hang out with you. Now, what is up next? Let's see. Friday, if I'm feeling up to it, I might try to do another solo game with Los and Chaga and the two rats and the kid. I had a lot of fun doing that on Saturday. We'll try to do that again. And then on Saturday this week, we will be playing this campaign. It'll be me, Ahmed, and Adam. And we will go through, obviously, the encounters that you guys will help define. Wait, that leaves one night to prepare. So it feels like Friday night, instead of doing the solo D&D, it should be Marty should spend some time preparing. Yeah, and then maybe do the solo game next week. That's fine. We played 3 times this week. That is a perfectly awesome amount of D&D. Tomorrow, I think I'm hanging out with the Titan's Gift guys. Not streamed, but we're doing a virtual happy hour because 7 or 9 weeks or whatever we've been locked in our homes. We're gonna have a few beers and over a Zoom call. Like, that'll be good. Anyways, good hanging out with you guys. Stay safe, and hope you guys enjoy this as much as we do. Peace.
Take care, everyone. What's that?